Okay, so on this lecture, I will try to you know pull together some information regarding the startup costs. So this is one of the most asked question: how much money I need to start a business? Then again, it depends on you, but um, to start a business in a very organized way, you need to know exactly where you are spending your money. Because in the beginning, in the beginning of any project, like you have limited resources, probably you have some fixed amount of money, and you need to get the most um, of it. So the bit like when I was preparing for you guys, so I did this research on the startup commons. These are really very wonderful resources for any kind of startup related knowledge. I'll refer this website down in the road a lot, to do different types of exercise. So I got this wonderful workbook. That really make very good sense. Let me start this lecture with an example. For instance, the senior of my university, he called me because I know a little bit about I have a little bit interest about different types of tools, technologies, and technology related business. So he called me, and he was telling me he would like to do delivery business in Dhaka city. Like it would be a medicine delivery or fish delivery or anything. So I was asking him, you are doing this business, but do you know how much money you need to operate this business? Do you know how scalable it would be down in the road after 10 years? Or you are doing this business only because lots of people are doing this business and making money? He could not answer me correctly. I tried to help him to do a budget. So in that time, he don't know lots of questions answer, and it is absolutely fine. So the main difference between you and an uneducated and businessman is that, like, you have the most important power is knowledge. You know how to do how to solve a problem in a more smart way, because your resources limited. You cannot afford losing your entire money only by doing any kind of gambling. So professionals, they always suggest, go ahead and do your business model. What is business model? Basically, you should have some kind of revenue model. Like, by selling your products or services, you'll make some money, and to make that money, you will incur some types of expense or cost, whatever accounting term you may tell it. So, and in the end, the difference between your expense and your um, revenue, or your outflow and your inflow, is the money you are making. That portion of the money will help you to grow your business. So now the point is, money is really important. You're passionate to do business, you're passionate to do your own startup, everything is fine, but in the bottom line is how much money you're making. So I was a big fan of I'm still a big fan of Shark Tank. So one of the shark, he was giving statement in the in his interview, like, if you cannot make money within a year, so do not do that business, like in terms of a startup, right? So there are different types of debates, or whether this is a small startup, bigger startup, whatever that is. I agree this formula. If you really cannot generate money within a year, so you need to think about it. So before doing any kind of business, you need to do this kind of calculations. So this is a wonderful example of a startup cost for Joe's Pizza Place. So to operate a brick and mortar pizza store, you need some place, some types of improvement costs, inventory, and different types of expenses associated with it. And furthermore, you need some kind of monthly expenses. Without that, you cannot operate your business monthly. You cannot open the door of the business. You need professional services. For instance, to do business, you need some kind of accounting software. You need some types of legal documents. You need office supplies. You need marketing. You need different types of expenses. So these are the main components of a business. Without that thing, you cannot open a business. For instance, for a grocery vendor in your local community, like, what is his investment? His investment is a van. That is his fixed expenditure, and his daily other types of expenditures, and he need to go to the Karan Bazaar to buy groceries. Then in that, to operate the business in that community, probably he need to spend some types of fees, or he need to give some money to someone. So these are something everyone is occurring this kind of expenditures. So this is something for a small business to big business. Everyone need to spend some money, and they need to have some kind of projections how long they can survive with their saved money. So I will give you guys this PDF file to you. What you guys will do by seeing this structure, whatever startup business hypothetically or practically you'd like to do, in your life, try to take this opportunity and try to do some kinds of calculation. Like, for instance, all the e-commerce business students, or everyone, they have some kind of passion to do a business. So how much money you will need to do that business. This is the most important thing. So figure out these expenditures, and I will tell you how to submit your work. I will create link in the box or whatever format. Whenever you're done, write a small paragraph of it. Then give me this document. We will talk more about these components in our live session. This is really different types of teaching methodology I'm experimenting on this semester. Usually I see my students' face. I take different types of questions, and we initiate different types of discussions in the class. But on this mode is different. I cannot see your face. I cannot see what are the confusions you have. At what point, if you face any types of confusions, if you have any kind of questions, comments, and concerns, please feel free to reach me with my email address, or you can reach me with a WhatsApp. You can, connect with Bucks as well. And our exciting session, I'm really excited for our live office hour live session. I think that would be the best alternative to reach you guys in this way. Thank you very much, and looking forward to see you guys in the in the next lecture.